This is R.D. Sharma, class 11, chapter 24, the circle. Now we will talk about the general equation of a circle. How do we make it? If you remember, what was our original expression or the equation we devised? It was x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals a square. This was the equation. Now we will try to find out an equation which is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. This will always represent a circle whose center would be minus g and minus f, and the radius will be under root g square plus f square minus c. How do we do this? Let us try to prove it. I'll just change this equation, try to add certain thing. So this is x square. We have 2gx, so take this 2gx together. So x square plus 2gx. Now we have to add a term which is g square. So if I have to add g square on the left hand side, I have to add it on the right hand side as well. So g square left hand side, g square right hand side. So I am adding it here, g square. This x term is done. Coming to y square. Y square, then we have 2fy plus 2fy. Now what about the third term, f square? It's not there. So if I add f square on the left, we have to add f square to the right also. So y term is also done. Now this term can be represented as x plus g whole square. Y square plus 2fy plus f square is y plus f whole square. And what is there? G square plus f square, and one more thing is remaining on the left hand side, which is c. So I am taking this c on the right hand side. It will be g square plus f square minus c. Okay. Now this is, we know the equation was a square, radius square. So let us make it as a root and then do it as square. So it will be same. X plus g can be written as x minus of minus g. It remains same. Similarly, y minus of minus f we can write. And then we have this g square plus f square minus c under root of this, and you have this a is basically like this. Now just match them. What is h? Minus g. H is minus g. What is k? K is minus f. K is minus f. What is a square? A square is what? And what is a then, or radius? Is g square plus f square minus c. Right? So whenever we have an equation like this, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c, this form is just a representation of a circle. It will always represent circle. The center will be minus g and minus h, or you can say the center will be minus half coefficient of x. Take the coefficient of x in this equation and take minus half, multiply it by minus 1 by 2. So what do you get? Just multiply 2f by minus half. Minus half, so you get minus f here. Similarly, for the second one, which is the coefficient of y, that is 2f, multiply it by minus half. So this is the radius now. What is the radius? A square was this a, you can say the radius is under root g square plus f square minus c. That is half coefficient of x whole square plus half coefficient of y square minus constant term under root. So there is another equation we just saw, and there are certain things we need to understand here. G square plus f square minus c is under root. We are saying the radius is under root of g square plus f square minus c. So there are certain scenarios that we can discuss. The first thing is, it's under root, right? If you want to find out r or a radius, g square plus f square minus c. Now if it is greater than 0, that means the radius of the circle is real. That means you are going to get certain value here. So the radius of the circle is real, therefore the circle is also real. When it is greater than 0, r is equal to under root k. If I say this is k, so radius will be real and circle will also be real. Now if under root k, that is k I am talking about, if it is 0, if this k is 0, then what will happen? This will be a point circle. There will be no circle. The radius will be 0 actually. What about g square plus f square minus c is less than 0? If it assume g square plus f square minus c as k, if k is less than 0, it's negative. That means under root negative is imaginary. You won't get a real term here. So the circle is imaginary, but the center is real. This kind of circle is called an imaginary circle, as it is not possible to draw such a circle. I hope you got the idea. Now let me tell you again these features of this general equation: x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. So the first thing first is x square and y square, so it is quadratic in both x and y. The second thing is coefficient of x square is equal to coefficient of y square. That is, whenever we are solving the problem, it is advisable to keep the coefficient of x square and y square unity, 1. Always make it as 1, then proceed. How about this? There is no term with xy. There is no term with xy. The coefficient of xy is 0. And there are 3 arbitrary constants here: g, f and c. G, f and c are 3 constants here. So let me write an equation. If I put a in front of x square, a in front of y square, so is it a circle? Yes. How? Divide whole of the equation by a. So when you divide whole of equation by a, you get x square plus y square plus 2g by ax plus 2fy by a plus c by a equals 0. So what are the coordinates? The coordinates are going to change. So you just have to divide everything by a. The center will be minus g by a and minus f by a. This is the coordinate of the center. This is how you correlate. And what is the radius? Radius, you know what was it? You just divide it by a. So it will be g square by a square plus f square by a square minus, this is plus, just change it plus. There is a correction, minus c by a. So this is what we wanted to discuss here. And there are concyclic circles, finding the equation of circles satisfying 3 given conditions, miscellaneous examples, all they are there. But now I'll take you to one more way to represent the circle, which is the diameter form. Diameter form of a circle. So if we have a circle and you just draw a line through the center, and that will be the diameter whenever it touches the circumference. So the equation of the circle drawn on the straight line joining the 2 points, these two, x1, y1 and x1, y2 as the end point of the diameter, there will be a proper equation that will be called as the diameter form of a circle, right? So these are the endpoints. These are the endpoints. So x1, y1, x2, y2 are the points on the circumference, and with this we will try to devise an equation of the circle. So whenever we add a point or on a semicircle, any point, we have already seen that. So the diameter, if you take any point and join with the corner of the diameter, that angle will always be 90 degree. This angle will always be 90 degree. So what we will do, we'll find out the slope m1 here, m2 here, multiply them and just equate it to -1. We know the 90 degree angle lines are slope multiplication will give you -1. So let us take one by one. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So we assume the point on the circumference as xy. So y minus y1 by x minus x1. This is your m1. What about m2? So here we have y minus y2 by x minus x2. So this is 90 degree. The angle is 90 degree. So what do? You just multiply m1 into m2 equals -1. So we are multiplying it. That is y minus y1 by x minus x1 multiply by y minus y2 by x minus x2. If I multiply them, it's equal to -1. Now take the denominator on the right hand side. I'm taking the denominator on right hand side. So that will be x minus x1, x minus x2 on the right hand side. Now take this on the right hand side and write with first x and then y. So what do you get? So you have x minus x1 and x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2. This equals 0. Now this is the equation of a circle having x1 y1 and x2 y2 as the coordinates of the endpoints of a diameter, right? So this is the equation which we call it as diameter form of a circle. Diameter form of a circle. So what we will do is we'll take a very small example just to give you an idea how we go about using this kind of diameter form. So we have to find the equation of a circle drawn on the intercept made by the line 2x plus 3y equals 6 between the coordinate axes as a diameter. The equation is 2x plus 3y equals 6. Now this is your diameter equation and it's meeting the coordinate axis. So it has an intersection with x-axis, an intersection with y-axis. Like this, there will be a circle. Now the equation of the circle, these 2 points are known. If they are known, we can directly apply the diameter form. So this is what will happen. How do you get x and y, the intercepts? Put y as 0. When you put y as 0, you get 2x equals 6. X will be 6 by 2, that is 3. What about x? X equals 0, you get 3y equals 6, y will be 2. So you got the endpoints of the diameter. So one is 3, 0. On the x-axis, on the y-axis, you get 0, 2. So these are the extreme point of the diameter. And what is the equation? X minus x1, x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equals 0. So you have in place of x1 just put as 3, y1 as 0, x2 as 0, y2 as 2. So x minus 3, x minus 0, and here you get y minus 0 and y minus 2 equals 0. When you solve this, you are going to get an equation x square plus y square minus 3x minus 2y equals 0. And this is the equation of this circle. So this is all the form we have seen, and we'll be taking the questions now. And then thank you so much. Take care of yourself.